last 8 or 9 months that I spent in Canada were absolutely phenomenal. I don't think I'll ever, forget my year abroad. It was the first time I travelled properly to the other side of the pond and experienced, North American culture, and it was fantastic. What are my plans for the future? Who knows? Going to Canada, I actually had an opportunity to become a teaching assistant on one of the courses, which was absolutely fantastic and taught me so much about how the academic system works from a different perspective, because I've always experienced as a student. That's really inspired me to get involved in academia for a bit. I'm looking to do a PhD after my master's next year. Study abroad, it has prepared me to take on any challenges, living on your own, living somewhere where you can't just run home, you can't go and see your mum and have a chat, or your dad, or your sisters, your brothers. You can't just you can't go back home and talk to them straight away. I had to, deal with it myself, learn to work my mind and work my body, know how my mind works, know how to deal with stresses and issues that I had. I will take all of that home. Well, I'm home now, but I'll have brought all of that back and hopefully implement it into the next few years of my life and ingrain it in there. Me personally, if you'd asked me at any stage of my life up until the end of second year if I'd ever do a year abroad or ever plan on travelling, I would have said no. I was never interested in it at all. I don't know what inspired me to study abroad. I don't know what it was. But just one, moment I was like, why not? Let me just apply for it and see what happens. Worked out the grades I needed or to be allowed to go, or to compete with other people to go. And I applied, and before you knew it, I was on my way to Canada. And now I'm back. So it flies by, great, and it's just absolutely, words can't describe how good an experience it was, and it's just invaluable. There is so much I'm going to miss from Toronto, so much I'm going to miss from University of Toronto. The Toronto Sporting Centre and sports facilities, I've never seen anything better than them in England or anywhere. So they've got loads of facilities, absolutely great facilities. Because we're exchange students, we got given access to all the facilities for free, all the classes for free, and it was just great. And what study abroad has really inspired me to do is actually take my academic studies, hopefully, back over to North America in the future, and maybe Canada, maybe Toronto. I can't begin to describe how much of a positive effect going on a year abroad has had on me. Best thing I've ever done in my life, and I hope every single person that ever does a study abroad year themselves finds the same thing, and if they don't find it the same thing, I hope they learn from it, and I undoubtedly believe it will become very handy to anyone in their future. So yeah, go study abroad.